You've been told your whole life. Save your money, put it away, and one day, you'll be rich. It's the golden rule of personal finance, right? But what if he told you that fairy advice, that sensible, responsible advice, is actually the thing keeping you broke? What if the path to wealth isn't about hoarding cash, but something entirely different? Now, don't get me wrong. Saving money is important. It's a fundamental skill. It builds discipline and creates a safety net. But let's be crystal clear. Saving money, by itself, has never made anyone truly wealthy. If it did, the most frugal, cautious savers on the planet would be the richest people alive. And we all know that's not the case. The truth is, there's a huge difference between being financially secure and being financially free. Saving can get you to security, but it will never, ever get you to freedom. Today, we're going to tear down this myth and show you what the wealthy understand that most people do. And so why do we cling so tightly to the idea of saving? Because it feels safe. It feels responsible. When you see the balance in your savings account go up, you get a little hit of dopamine. You feel like you're doing the right thing, making smart choices, and building a secure future. It's a comforting feeling, like wrapping yourself in a warm blanket on a cold day. Society praises savers. Your parents probably told you to save. Financial gurus on TV tell you to save. It's ingrained in our culture. We're taught to see our savings account as a fortress, protecting us from the uncertainties of the world. But here is the critical distinction most people miss. Safety and wealth are not the same thing. In fact, they are often on opposite ends of the spectrum. The pursuit of absolute safety often leads to stagnation. People confuse avoiding risk with building freedom. They think that by playing it safe and never losing a dollar, they are on the path to prosperity. But a fortress doesn't just keep danger out. It also locks you in. Your money is locked in, unable to grow, unable to work for you, and ultimately, unable to create the life you truly want. The feeling of safety is an illusion that keeps you playing a small game. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of why saving is a flawed long-term strategy. The biggest enemy of your saved money is a silent thief called inflation. Every single day, the money sitting in your bank account is losing purchasing power. A dollar today does not buy what a dollar could buy a year ago. While your savings balance might technically stay the same or grow by a tiny fraction of a percent in interest, the cost of everything else, housing, food, gas, education, is constantly rising. Think about it this way. If your savings account gives you a 1% return, but inflation is running at 3%, you are actually losing 2% of your money's value every single year. You are running on a financial treadmill. And the speed is slowly increasing while you're staying in the same place. Your money is sitting still, getting weaker over time. Saving protects the nominal amount of money you have, but it does absolutely nothing to protect its power. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. You can keep pouring water in, but it's constantly leaking out. Protecting your money is not the same as multiplying it. And the difference is the gap between staying afloat and building real wealth. So, if the average person is focused on saving, what are wealthy people doing differently? It's a simple but profound shift in strategy. Wealthy people save money for one primary reason: to invest it. They see saved cash not as a treasure to be guarded, but as ammunition to be deployed. They understand that money sitting idle is a wasted resource. Their goal isn't to accumulate piles of cash in a bank account. Their goal is to convert that cash into assets. What are assets? Assets are the things that put more money into your pocket. This could be real estate that generates rental income, stocks that pay dividends, or a business that produces profit. The key concept here is cash flow. While the saver is focused on their net worth as static number, the wealthy are obsessed with cash flow, the dynamic movement of money. They don't want their money to sleep. They want it to work for them. 24/7. Even when they themselves are sleeping, cash flow from assets beats a pile of cash sitting in a bank account every single time, because one grows on its own, and the other slowly dies. This brings us to the real purpose of saving. Saving is not the destination, it's the launchpad. It's the fuel for your wealth building engine. The goal isn't to collect as much money as possible and stare at it. The goal is to accumulate enough capital, your savings, to deploy it wisely and strategically. Think of your savings as your opportunity fund. When you see a good investment, whether it's a piece of property, a dip in the stock market, or a chance to start a side business, your savings are what allow you to seize the opportunity. Without a strategy for what to do with that money, saving just becomes another financial ceiling you've built for yourself. You hit a certain number in your savings account and you feel safe, so you stop pushing. You stop looking for ways to grow. You've reached the top of the safest mountain, but you don't realize there is a much bigger mountain right next to it called investing. Your savings should have a job, Every dollar should have a purpose. Is this dollar for my emergency fund? Is this one for a down payment on a rental property? Is this group of dollars for my index fund? If you can't answer that, your money is unemployed. And the unemployed money doesn't build wealth. Ultimately, the difference between staying broke and building wealth comes down to a fundamental mindset shift. The poor and the middle class mindset is constantly asking, how much can he save this month? Or how can he cut my expenses to save more? The focus is defensive. It's about scarcity and limitation. It's about playing not to lose. The wealth mindset asks a completely different question. How can he make this money work for me? Or how can he turn this $1 into $2, then 4, then 8? The focus is offensive. It's about abundance, growth, and the opportunity. It's about playing to win. That single question changes everything. It shifts your perspective from being a passive guardian of your money to being an active commander of your financial army. You stop thinking about what you have to give up and you start thinking about what you can create. This isn't just semantics. It's a complete rewiring of your financial brain. It's the difference between being a passenger in your financial life and being the driver. Let's bring it all home. Saving money will not make you rich. It's a hard truth, and it goes against everything we've been taught. But using your money intelligently, strategically, and courageously, that's what can. Financial freedom doesn't come from a place of fear, from hiding your money under a mattress or in a low-yield savings account. It comes from understanding how money really works, how it moves, and how it grows. It comes from educating yourself about investing, taking calculated risks, and putting your capital to work. Saving is the first step, the essential first step, but it is not the journey. Once you see that, once you understand that your savings are just the fuel for a much more exciting and powerful engine, you will never look at your bank account the same way again. You'll stop being just a saver and start your journey to becoming an investor. Thanks for watching. If this video shifted your perspective, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content that challenges conventional financial wisdom. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. See you next time.